Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours at camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Kansas City.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The 26-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 7-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they can't bring him down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now, this is the 2nd meeting of the season between these two division rivals, and as was the case earlier in the year, there seems to be a more reserved and serious approach from both of these teams heading into this late season matchup than we saw last year.
Yeah, I think maybe the coaches have had enough of the social media antics going into this game. From what we heard this week, they went old school and said, let's just cut this nonsense out. And to be clear, this rivalry has never needed all that off-field noise. Plenty of history between these two franchises. And this year especially, we know we don't need anything distracting us from the fact that both of these teams look like they can be Super Bowl contenders, let's just go play the game.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Charles, when we met with his coaching staff during the week, they had a very clear message. This is the biggest test that our offense has faced all season long.
And they do understand that their inability to solve the problems that this defense presents has been a huge reason why the last 3 games against this team have been so disappointing. And by the way, this defense is now completely healthy this time around. Unlike their last meeting, they expect them to have an impact.
Reception here by Ruggs. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
A 6-yard pickup.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
The Chiefs' 8-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And it is caught. Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Renfrow, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On 1st and 10. Cash. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing again. Cash. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Las Vegas.
Throwing on 1st down. Cash. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller, and he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. So we have reached halftime here, and what's an 8? All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
With the score, Chiefs 14.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. But CD, let me ask you this. Earlier you referenced that both of these teams look like potential Super Bowl contenders, and therefore obviously very possible that they might meet again in the postseason. That being the case, are either teams maybe holding anything back, not wanting to show too much here in the 2nd half?
I'm glad you asked me that, because I truly don't think so. To me, this rivalry runs so deep on both a player and an organizational level. Look, it's city to city. I don't think either team's going to be playing their cards too close to the vest. Plus, these two teams are so familiar with each other, I don't think there's anything to be gained by holding anything back. Go ahead and throw your best stuff at them, and let's see what happens.
And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Cash. And they go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Operating from the gun. Cash. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
10 yards.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
7-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Cash. That is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did that with solid, and it appears.
So when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Raiders. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nearly picked off there. It would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10. And
Operating from the gun. Cash. The open man here, Renfro. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 30.
From the gun. Cash. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
1-yard line.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
The Raiders will line up for the...
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. He knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, ever since the war of words began last year, this has been a one-sided rivalry, and it remains that way here in this one.
And there's no doubt about that, partner, but I do believe that we can see these teams play for a third time this year because they're clearly two of the best teams in the conference. Sign us up for the playoff matchup, but I would be very afraid if I'd been on the winning side of all these games. Sometimes the losers can pop up and get you at the worst possible time.
So
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
the battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a Tennessee Titan. First and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll air this one out deep for Dave. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 37.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
10 yards to go.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
3 plays and out.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Hunter.
Well, CD, this is the 5th time in the last 2 seasons we'll get the chance to see 2 of the league's most bitter rivals face off, and this time it's with additional playoff stakes and a very public trash talk. That's a thing of the past. It appears as if these 2 teams right now, they're solely focused on surviving and advancing.
Well, it certainly seems that way on the surface, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe below the surface, away from us, these guys aren't exchanging some smack talk privately. You know, they can call each other on the phone. They can text each other. They can do all of those things. So I think the war of words has turned into a Cold War, and not everyone is aware of what the players may be saying to each other privately. But that doesn't matter. What matters today is that these 2 teams are going to get together, and one of them will head home for the next 9 months with a bad taste in their mouth because they were knocked out of the playoffs by a team they can't stand.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Operating from the gun, Cash, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
23 yards on the play.
Another Titans first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Intercepted.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
A run with Henry on 1st down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the 2nd down throw on target.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right, guy. The guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
10th carry now with Eric Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Got a man, and it's taken in. Titans touched A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we're at halftime of this AF. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cash caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42.
21 yards.
CD, we've talked a lot about this defense, and certainly a lot of things, a lot of questions surrounding their unquestioned leader on this side of the ball. If this happens to be his last half of football, if they don't advance, could this be the final time we see him in that uniform?
That's right, partner, because we've all known that he was going to be a free agent this offseason, and he could head elsewhere. Extension talks with his current team broke down earlier this season, and he was vocal about wanting to make sure that he was valued. So he could very well be packing his bags and heading to another NFL city.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes a focus of our players' spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Again, it's Henry. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for a tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field if they want to advance in this divisional round. Look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past across midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. So now London down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down.
Fourth down.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by 5, 44 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
7-yard line.
He's back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. I think it's safe to say that the results of the last 4 regular season games have now been rendered somewhat insignificant.
Partner, the demons have been exercised, and they're on to bigger and better things now this postseason. Pretty simple for them. It's got to feel great.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Nashville, good night, everybody.
So your rival shocked everyone and signed with you guys in the off-season. What did he bring to the team?
There was an adjustment period for everyone involved. Guys were skeptical it could work. But once I saw that him and I were cool, everybody bought in.
As players get into the later stages of their career, oftentimes it's an injury that leads to retirement.
After an injury like that, it takes some time to regain the strength to push the ball down the field.
right, man. Eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember